Good morning. Welcome to Movement with Anja. I'm Anja. This is my husband, Aaron.
Morning.
We're here for some yoga today. We're going to practice a couple of poses, a little bit of relaxation, just a short and sweet segment of something that you can add to your day. Here and there, just add a little bit of yoga, a little bit of relaxation, however that works for you. Little disclaimer, please make sure that you listen to your doctor if there's anything that your doctor has said to you that you should not be doing, crossing your legs across the midline, not bending forward past 90 degrees, putting your head below your heart. All these things. If there's anything that your doctor has said to you, please be mindful about that. Also listen to your body. I know that your body can tell you much more than I could tell you or your doctor can tell you. When you know that you had enough, listen to it. If you find that you need to sit down, do it. If you need to have something to drink, by all means, there's always water available. There's always the pause button for the video, and you do what you can. So on another note is I'm an infant YouTuber, and I am still working on increasing my subscribers. So right there on the bottom there is a little red rectangle, and it says subscribe on it. If you would be so kind to subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and like it and maybe even write a comment, I would love that. When I'm coughing, that's just my asthma kind of kicking in, so there's nothing going on. And my husband is he's immune to me and my coughing, so he's fine. So that being said, let's see, what else is there? Is there anything else that we need to address today? Aaron is going to work again in his shoes. Aaron is still rehabbing from his hip replacement. If you have not watched any of this before, I apologize. So we're still working on strengthening leg muscles, glute muscles, and just to make sure that he's safe, he's going to be in his shoes. I'm working barefoot. I'm not having a mat out because it's just too much trip hazard in here in that little space that we're working in. But if you do have a mat for yoga, I would definitely encourage you to use that. And what else is there? What are you doing? Doing good?
I'm doing good so far, thank you.
Good. I got him out of bed really early too today. So I'm glad that we're all here. Let's go ahead and sit back just a little bit. I'm going to move my chair back so Aaron will be more in the forefront. And then we are going to start with our yoga practice. So go ahead and find yourself a good, comfortable place. Place your hands onto your thighs, and then close your eyes or lower your gaze. And just find how your body is settling in. So you're just allowing your body to rest and to bring the attention to your breath and allow your body to just be. Let go of all those expectations, let go of all the things that you might saw in a book or a magazine before, how yoga has to look like. Let's work on yoga like what we could do with our own body. So there's nothing that you have to accomplish, there's no goal to be reached. So just allow your body to be here and focus on your in-breath and your out. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So on your next inhale, go ahead and fill those lungs up. And then exhale with a sigh. Go ahead and do that again. Inhale and exhale. So on your next inhale, go ahead and take your hands to your heart. And then stay here for the exhale. On your next inhale, I'd like you to move away from the back of your chair and allow your spine to get as long as you can get it. So lifting your chest, rolling your shoulders back. Feel how your core is engaging. So right around the belly, right around the lower back. And then take those arms up. Inhale. And then exhale and fold forward. So let your upper body settle forward and keep your eyes closed. And just experience what is going on right now in your back, in your neck, in your shoulders. And just
Feel what's going on. Use your breath to let those muscles elongate and to relax. Go ahead and do another deep inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale through the thighs and through the back. Let's let it happen. Just allow your body to drop. And go ahead and do one more time. Inhale. The deepest sigh you have. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and roll yourself back up. So slide your hands alongside your shins. Bring them up towards your thighs. Stack your spine. Your eyes are still closed. And inhale. Lift those arms. Exhale, hands to your heart. And stay here for yet another inhale. And exhale. Inhale those arms up, open up your eyes. Exhale, release those arms. And then grab onto your chair. If that chair is not reachable for you, grab onto an imaginary beach ball. Just pretend that you have something between your hands and you're squeezing your hands together. You're drawing your shoulder blades together and you're lifting your sternum up. And deep inhale here. And exhale through the nose. Go ahead and do one more time. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, release those arms. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. We're doing chest expansion, so we're inhaling forward and we're exhaling and we're opening up that chest. Nice and tall. Reaching out with those arms. Yes, beautiful. And then take your hands forward again and bring your hands to your heart. Go ahead and do that again. Inhale. Exhale, open it up, nice and tall, and stretch it out. Yes, beautiful. Good job, Erin. And bring your hands back towards your heart. We're taking those arms up, and then on your exhale, you take your left knee up towards your chest. And just hold that there just for a moment. Just take a deep inhale, draw the navel in, lift your sternum up. Feel that stretch going right through your glutes. And release, and then go ahead and switch sides and lift that right knee up. And we're doing the same here. We're going to stay here. And again, it's about lifting up your chest and engaging through the core, and you will find that stretch. And release, inhale up, exhale, let's do that again. Left knee, deep inhale and exhale. And release, and let's do it one more time here. Breathing deeply in and out. And inhale up, exhale, hands to your heart, and release this here. Okay, so before we get up today, we're going to do a little bit of strengthening and stretching for the lower extremities before we get up. So what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you to think that you're sitting in, well, there's something on the floor that you want to swoosh. So there's either grapes on the floor, there are, I don't know, for our vegetarian and animal lovers, you know, maybe there's some ants that you're squashing, but I don't want to entice anything. So all we're going to do is we're going to take that left leg and we're lifting and we're lowering. And all I'm doing is I'm putting the flat foot back onto the floor and basically just focusing on engaging through the core, lifting up through the chest and breathing deep, inhale and exhale. And we're warming up that hip flexor. We're warming up your quads a little bit, your glutes, and we're still tapping with that foot. Give me two more. And then release, and then do the same thing with your right foot. Lifting and lowering. So now the big thing is this, when you find that you have a hard time lifting your leg, let's make sure you're not sitting here. So you kind of lift the butt cheek up so that leg comes up a little higher. So let's make sure you're staying really nice and tall. Give me two more. And release. So now we're going to take the heel. So we're going to pull the toes up. We're going to have the heel on the floor. We're starting with the left and we're stomping something. So again, it's like you're pushing your heel into the ground. Good. Erin, bend your knees just a little bit. There you go. And I really would like you to lift from the quad. There it is. That's it. Exactly. So while you do this, you can feel how your lower belly wants to work. How your core has to stabilize all this because your legs are starting to get tired just a little bit. Give me two more. And then release that. And then do the same thing on the right side. Heel is out. And we're going to stomp here. So deep inhale and exhale. It's like you're pushing a pedal on the car. You know, you're pushing with your heel right now. Breathing, smiling. There you go. And give me two more. and release this here. So now we're going to switch that around, and so now we're going to take the tippy toes, and it's like you're pushing something with the front of your toes. So you're pushing into the ground, pushing with your foot. Yeah. Give me 2 more of this. And release, and go ahead and do the same on the right side, and we're doing it here. Just the foot, the front foot. So it's like you're putting a Barbie foot, like you're having a Barbie foot. You want to keep that foot nice and pointed. Yeah. Give me 2 more here. And release. So now we're going to alternate this. So we're going to take the heel stomp and the toe stomp, and we're pointing and flexing the foot while we do this. So if you find that your foot is not going to work in my speed, that's okay. Work with yours. So heel and toes, heel and toes, heel and toes, heel and toes. Yeah, that's it right there. And again, we're focusing so much on the foot, so we don't want to lose the belly. Keep that body nice and strong. Give me 1 more. And release. And let's go ahead and do the same thing with your right. So we're heeling, toe, heel, and toe. Yeah. And 1 more here. And release. Good. So now we're going to open up those hips a little bit before we stand up. So I would like you to take your left leg only right now. So it's not so much that I want you to take your foot out far, but I want you to see about how far your knee can go. So my knee and my foot are always connected, and I want to make sure that I'm rotating out and I'm putting my foot down. So I still have my foot under my knee. Yeah, and then I'm bringing it back in. So only the left side. Let's do this. Here we go. Here's 8 and 7. Let's make sure you sit up nice and steady. So you don't want to rotate on your chair. We don't want to do this. So we just want to use the leg. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and release. And let's go ahead and do the other side. We're going to do the same thing. There's no pivoting. We want to keep it nice and steady. We want to open up the hip. So go ahead, right side. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that. Awesome. Very nice. Get it. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold it forward. Let your upper body drop. Feel the weight of your body. Inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, let your body sink deeper. Feel the stretch going through your back, through your glutes. Let's go into monkey. So we're placing our hands onto our shins, and then we're lengthening the upper body and drawing those shoulder blades together and lifting the chest up. So the belly still stays down. This looks really good, Erin. Very nice. Good job. And exhale and release forward back into your fold. And let's go ahead and roll it up all the way. Take those arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to your heart. And release this here. Beautiful. So we're going to get up. If you choose to stay in your chair, by all means, stay in your chair. That's what this is all about. It's a chair exercise. If you feel comfortable and confident enough today to get up, let's go ahead. Let's get up. And then I would like you to stand behind your chair. There you go. I'm going to have my chair sideways so you can see me sideways. And as always, I love to use our calves and our heels a little bit. So let's go ahead and heel lift. So we're lifting and we're lowering. So your effort should go into the fact that you want to stay on all 5 toes. So when you're lifting up and you're super tight in your calves or in your hips, there's a really good chance that your body will pull you into one direction because that's where it's more comfortable. So pay attention to that. You stay on the big toe and also on the pinky toe. And you want to feel your body lift and lower. So the belly is drawn in, chest is lifted, and we're breathing. Each movement is a breath. In and out. Give me 1 more. In and out, and release that. So I'd like you to take a deep inhale through those noses. Exhale, stay right here. Do another one. Inhale, those arms go up. Exhale, take your hands to the chair. Walk yourself away from the chair. So we're doing downward facing dog. I would like you to bend those knees very generously. And if you find that your back is just a little tight, go easy on it. Don't force it. So those knees are bent, the arms are long. We're drawing those shoulder blades together. We're lifting up through the tailbone.
We're drawing that navel really tight, so we're feeling how that lower body is nice and supported. On your next inhale, bend your right knee and let your left hip just jut out just a little bit. So you feel a nice stretch right through the side of your hip. And then go ahead and release that and switch sides. Yeah, wherever that body takes you right now. So there's no force. Beautiful. And come on back to center. Soften those knees, tuck your pelvis, and then walk yourself back up towards your chair. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale and reach those arms up. Look up towards your fingers. Stretch that body out. Feel the work. Yes, and bring your hands back down towards your heart. Beautiful. We're going to do this again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the chair. Let's go ahead and walk it out. Downward facing dog. Deep bend through those knees. Very generous. Yes, good job. Lengthen the upper body. Feel how your arms are stretching. Lift the tailbone up. On your next inhale, take your left hand and reach towards your right knee. And make sure that your right arm is fully engaged so we're not dropping into the shoulder joint. Yeah. And go ahead and take your hands back to the chair, and then take your right hand and reach towards the left. And we're doing the same thing. We want to keep that left shoulder strong. And we want to open up and stretch across the back while that hand is reaching. And go ahead and take your hands back to the chair. Soften those knees, tuck your pelvis, round your back, and walk yourself back up. Deep inhale. Again, lift. And then exhale and stretch it out. Feel how that body wants to open up. And bring your hands back to your heart. And release this here. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Doing
Very
good?
good. Yes.
Beautiful. Everybody grab a quick drink. So we're going to do a little bit of hip strengthening today. So we have done a little bit of stretching while we were seated. You've done your down dogs, which are a beautiful hamstring stretch, a beautiful glute stretch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg only. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to stand behind your chair and you have your hands on your chair, and your left leg is coming out to the sides and coming back in. So we're lifting the left leg. So we're lifting out and back in. So if you say, I can't lift my leg up really high, so you can tap your toes to the side and making sure that you're standing on that right leg super strong, and we're stepping out and we're stepping in. Yeah. So if you say, okay, I can do a little bit more, let's make sure that foot is not touching the floor, and we're lifting and lowering. So there's always different levels how we can strengthen our body at different scenarios. So deep inhale and exhale. Give me two more here, Erin. Nice job. Good. And release. And then go ahead and do the same thing on the right side. So again, we can tap the toes. You can keep your foot on the floor, or you can lift the leg and not touching the floor at all. So that's your choice. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. That size is a little stronger. Good job. Yeah. So let's not focus so much on that lift, but focus on your posture. So we're not want to compensate the body into something to alter that. Give me two more. Yeah. And release that. Beautiful. Good job. Very nice. So now we're going to take that leg towards the back. So we're going to do a leg extension. We're going to be working glutes. We're working a little bit of hamstrings. We're opening up the hip. So that's really what I'm going for, because unfortunately, when we spend a lot of times in this position seated, these muscles become super tight. So let's go ahead and step your left foot back. Your left foot is flexed, and we're lifting and lowering that left leg up. So again, it's not about how high you lift, it's about how you lift. So you want to prevent your knee from bending. So we want to lift from the thigh and not from the knee. There it is. That's it right there. So you might find, wow, this is really short. I'm not really lifting up high. That's okay. If your muscle is giving you that right now, that's what we want to do. Give me one more here. And then switch sides. And again, focus on that standing leg too. So go ahead and lift it and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And release that. Beautiful. So now if you're comfortable of letting go of your chair, I encourage you to do so. You can still stay behind the chair. What we're going to do now is we're going to do 2 steps to each side. So we're stepping out to the right, and you can always keep a hand on that chair. And then we're going back to the left.
And now we're going to the left, 2 steps out. Yeah. And going back to the right. Good. And let's do that again. Over to the left. Out to the left. Good. Big steps. And we're standing up tall. Yeah. And then go ahead back to the left here. And all the way to the left. Good. And we're going back behind the chair towards the right. And we're doing this one more time. Stepping over to the right. 2 steps. And we're going back to this chair. And then one more time to the left. And back to your chair. Awesome. Very good. Deep inhale. Arms go up. Exhale. Take your hands to the chair. Walk yourself out. Downward facing dog. Deep bend through those knees. Oh, beautiful. Draw your shoulder blades together like you're trying to hold something right here in between your shoulder blades. Lift your tailbone up. Stretch it out. Reach those arms. Really feel how that stretch goes forward, how you're opening up. And take another deep inhale. And exhale. Soften those knees. Tuck your pelvis. Round your back. And then walk yourself back up. Deep inhale through those arms. Lift them up. Exhale. Reach and stretch. And go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. And release it here. Awesome. You still feeling good?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Definitely.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'd like you to stand over onto your right side. So on the right side of your chair. Yeah. There you go. So on the right side of your chair. So all we're going to do right now is we're having that right foot in front of us. So the toes are pointing out. And we're lifting and lowering that right leg up. So we're lifting and we're lowering. Lift. Yeah. 3. Keep it nice and tall. There you go. 4. 5. 6. 7. And then hold that and breathe. 4. 3. 2. And release your foot. Good job. Let's go ahead and come over onto the left side. And we're doing the same thing. So that left leg is pointed out. We're standing up nice and tall. And go ahead, lift it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, chest up. 4, shoulders back. 3, 2, hold this. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good job. Go back and stack behind your chair. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale, those arms go up. Exhale, hands come down to the chair. Walk it out. Deep bend. Bend those knees. Yes. Lift the tailbone up. Beautiful. Nice and long spine. Soften those knees. Tuck your pelvis. Round your back and walk yourself back forward. Nice job. Take those arms up. And stretch it out. Open up. Lift as much as you possibly can. Yes. And take your hands back to your heart. And release this here. Beautiful. Good. So we're going to open up those hip flexors just a little bit more. I'm going to show you sideways for a moment. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to bring your chair in front of you and your left foot is in the front and your right foot is back. So what I'm doing is I'm standing in a tandem stance. So I have my feet next to each other, so they're pointing both in the same direction. And if I would take 2 markers, I would draw 2 lines right now across the floor, having my legs next to each other. So from here, go ahead and bend your left knee just a little bit. Beautiful. So from here, all I would like you to do is I'd like you to lift your pubic bone up. So the pubic bone lifts. And then release that. And then go ahead and do that again. Pubic bone lifts and release. And again, pubic bone lifts and release. Give me one more. Pubic bone lifts and release. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. So the right foot is in the front. And take the time to take a look at your feet. You want to have both feet pointing in the same direction. The front knee bends just a little bit. And we're doing the same thing here. We're going to engage the pelvic. And we're going to release it. And we're going to engage the pelvis. And release. Engage and release. Give me 2 more. Engage and release. Last one.
engage, and release here. Good, nice job. Here's your last down dog. Take a deep inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, take your hands to the chair, walk yourself out. Deep bend, reach those arms. Really feel how you're standing on your legs and your arms want to reach out. Lift your tailbone up. Good job, very good. Beautiful, nice and long. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And do it again. Inhale and exhale. We do one more time. Inhale and exhale. And soften those knees, tuck your pelvis, round your back, and walk yourself back up. Nice job. Take a deep inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. And release that here. Beautiful. Let's have a seat, Erin. Good job. We're changing it up a little bit. Okay. So, you doing good?
Yes.
Nice and toasty, isn't it? Oopsie. Glasses are falling apart. Please hold. So let's see what's going on. So we're gonna do a little bit of footwork now, and then you already did it again for today. So in general, I try to keep these videos about 20 to 30 minute long, so kind of in that time frame. So I'm going to show you my feet. Aaron is in shoes, so you cannot really see, and I have to trust that he's actually doing, which I know he is. But for you as well, if you're in your shoes, just do what you can. So I'd like you to lift your toes up off the floor. So if you're in your shoes, you press your toes up against the shoe, and then release that. And then go ahead and do that again. Lift the toes up and release that. Give me one more. Lift the toes and release. Now go ahead and lift only the front of your foot, but keep your heels on the floor. So this is called dorsiflexion. So those are using the shin muscles, and that's essential when you walk. So yep, lifting up the feet and release. Go ahead and do two more. Lift it up and release. And one more time. Lift it up and release. So now right now I'd like you to bring your feet all the way on the floor, and then just focus on spreading your toes out. Like you would do this with your hands, you do the same thing with your toes. So if you say, my toes are not separating, that's okay. Because what we're doing is we're reestablishing a brain-foot or brain-muscle connection, brain-nerve connection. So that's all we're doing right now. And then release that. Go ahead and do that again. Spread your toes out as much as you possibly can. And then release that. One more time. Spread them out as much as you can. So now from here, let's make sure that your big toe is in contact and your pinky toe is in contact. And then I would like you to think about you're pressing your foot and you're trying to do this with your foot. So we're pulling the foot together like I'm trying to crunch up a piece of paper, or I'm trying to crunch up a towel under my foot. So what you're doing is you're engaging this muscle right here, which is called your plantar. Your plantar is responsible for the arch in your foot. That is your stability. That is your balance. So the more we can create an arch, the more we can stabilize our ankles and our feet, the more stable we are on our legs. Give me one more like this. And then release. Good. Go ahead and take your left foot, step it out. And then all I would like you to do is I'd like you to go counterclockwise. And you are circling your foot. And then go ahead and go clockwise. Ooh, it's crunch, 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 Rice Krispies in here, I tell you. And then release. And then go ahead and do the other side. Same thing. We're going counterclockwise. And then go the opposite direction. And release it here. Nice job. So as every time after a yoga session, you want to do a little bit of final relaxation. So please find yourself a nice comfortable spot where you could be relaxed right now, so there's no disturbance. Maybe you want to put some headphones on, a little bit of soft music. That would be an idea. Besides that, I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy the weather. I will see you, or we will see you again on Friday. And up to that point, let's please put your hands together at your heart. And let's together say, Namaste. Thank you so very much for coming. I'm very grateful for you being here. And please remember the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.